Hello, my name is Mordred Viking, and I'd like to welcome you to this stream of Crusader Kings III, where we are currently playing as the Kingdom of Frisia. And, as you may remember from the end of the previous stream, I was getting a little bit flummoxed by the fact that I could not stop this event from occurring, which would shift our Dutch territories to being Swedish for some reason, rather than staying Norse, despite the fact that I just spent a lot of time and a lot of energy converting all of these territories to Norse. And thanks to Heaven over on the Discord, we did manage to work out a way of fixing this. So part of the problem was, I think I have just under a tenth of all of the Norse counties, which I'm still not entirely sure about, because I don't think I would have been the head of the Norse culture if I had less than 10, but it's possible. The other thing was the bit of code which was locking this event. Apparently just needed to be removed completely. It was a bit weird. And then the other thing is I was following good modding practice and having a backup, but apparently that backup was actually interfering with the main file, even though it was named something different. So as soon as I deleted that, it worked. The changes that we'd made. So we now have this. We can now select unacceptable. The Norse will stay united. And we're staying Norse. It's happened. We are still Norse. So we have fixed that issue. So thank you so much, everybody that was helping out with trying to troubleshoot what was going on there. And I really hope that that event gets rewritten in the future, because man, that one sucks. Just badly implemented. I'm still not entirely sure why I get force flipped, even though I'm also not in the Norse area, except for Trondelag. Is that really what would have caused it? And then all of these guys are still just Norse. Because I think it should be triggering anyone in Northern Europe. So what, does the Netherlands count as Northern Europe and this doesn't? Does this block the whole thing? But then why was I Swedish and not Norwegian? It was a weird event. I don't like that event. But anyway, we've gotten around it. I am hoping that it won't restart again. And we are still the head of the Norse culture, which is cool. And we're going to be seeing, I think, a little bit more spreading of Norse. So what has happened here is basically the Swedish, the Norwegians, and the Dane cultures have all shifted in one direction. And we've kind of done an Iceland where we're staying more true to the old ways. Except we're not, because we're the ones with the reformed religion. But hey, don't read too much into it. So, we are still at war, although we can now end it. Okay, we've ended that war. And I'm going to need to spend just a little bit of time again in imprisoning everybody, revoking all of their titles, and reallocating these territories. So first things first, we need to remove you from Zeeland. I'm going to remove you from Holland. Basically anyone who's in jail. We're going to... Oh, I can't touch you because... who's your heir? Your heir is Total. If you were to no longer be in charge, and it went back to Total, we could just take it off of him, because he's already in jail, and I have no intention of releasing him. So let's see if our way is... Oh no, I can revoke. I couldn't do this before. Oh, he's in jail now. I guess because his family is. Gone. Okay, so I've actually got all three provinces in Holland and also in Flanders, which is exactly the territory that I personally wanted to own. That's good. So Gulders, we can get rid of you. And then Oversticht, we can get rid of you. I mean, this is the good side of having such a massive civil war, is you can just clear everyone out, just wholesale, and just replace everybody with more loyal people. Gone. It really was the entire realm, wasn't it? Gone. We don't have Skåne. We do have Trondheim. Gone. Okay, so I think that's everyone. You 4, you 3. Yes, we have now taken everything back again. Okay, good. Which was actually slightly more effective than it was previously. So I'm actually somewhat tempted to give the youngest son Trondheim and then just let him go free. So that we don't have any problems like this again in the future. Although he's very likely to get attacked by Alba or Sweden if we don't have him there protecting. And it is quite nice having a landing point to do some work there in the north. We are now going to need to assign these. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to give Leeuwarden to Roger. I'm going to double check that you are in fact fully Österu. You are. So you are going to have a title. It is going to be the Jarldom of... Sorry, the Chiefdom of Frisia. Then Dockham was going to go to my children. So this is going to go to Leto. Leto's not in my court. You're with Agda for some reason. Are they all? No. Just Leto for some reason. I guess because his wife's there? Yeah, she's from Telemark. And this was just a regular marriage. So we're going to have you return. And then we'll give you Dockham. And then Ostfriesland is going to go to Fake Chicken Robot. Actually, no, I'm going to put one in different areas. So I'm going to put you in Oversticht. Yeah. Oh, granted title. I thought that was saying created title there for a second. Parson Time, it's not going anywhere. And Imaginary, unfortunately, died, as did Innkeeper. So our current heir is Dominic Lauda. Now, we could give some land to our daughters, especially if you're married matrilineally, which I'm not sure you are. I think that's just a regular betrothal. You don't have one yet. Oh, no, that's my son. That's Fake Robot. I meant you. Parson Time. I'm going to hold off on you. Okay, then the next thing we need to do is give councillors lands. Now, one thing I really want from you is conversion. So we're going to start swaying you to make sure that we can convert you. Then we'll see if I can remember to maintain some territories to give to you. Barid, we can give land. You are Österu and Norse. So you could actually have Niedersticht. I can't give you title. He is a Riksgodai, of course. Duh. Elen. We are going to give you Niedersticht. And we are going to give you the Jarldom of Utrecht. Okay. Then we need to bring in someone else for Dockham, somebody else for Ostfriesland, and then give that to Roger. So, which courtiers do we have who would be good to have? So, Eormund of Hampshire is looking like he's a pretty good fighter. Well, actually, let's take a look at our champions. So, Tokay. Do I really want to give my top fighters counties again? Yeah, because I think this time they will actually be loyal. And Toki I could really do with as a marshal. So we're going to give you Zutphen. And then Gero, we're going to get you. You are already converted. Hilders. And then he's a 46 now? Bloody hell. Toke can fight, apparently. Bag. Don't know what lands I have left. Oldenburg, Trondheim. So Oldenburg, I think I might give to my super sneaky spy master. Actually, I could give you Dockham and Ostfriesland. So we'll give you Dockham. And we'll give Harold after a conversion. No, hang on. No, we won't. Because if we give these guys to counties, then we put a duke over the top of them. They're going to be vassals of the duke, not of me. So I won't be able to command them anymore. So that's a bad idea. I'm not doing that. Let's just go to the court and see if there's anybody else we can pick up who might be useful. Bjorn could be. You're old Osteru, but if you convert, then I will give you some land. You can have Ostfriesland. And then that means that Mr. Frisia can have the Oldham. No, not Flanders. Oh, no, not Flanders. Frisia. You can have Frisia. And there we go. So we've now got the Duke of Utrecht. We've got the Duke of Frisia. We do need the Gelderland Duchy as well. That's just going to take money to purchase, and then we can give that to one of the people there. And that's going to be concentrating our power a lot more, so we need to keep a lot less people happy, which is going to make a big difference for that. Okay. Good. I still have some... Oh, Trondheim. Because... Bologna, Brugge, Ypres, Guinness, Lille, Zeeland, Holland... I got rid of West Friesland. I didn't. Oh, you would cause an uprising. Okay. Although I don't think you would be joined by very many people this time. Because I have a feeling that most of my courtiers are actually pretty happy with me. And then the other thing I need to do is bring in a... physician, which can actually be Dominic. Okay, cool. Alliances are being broken, physician done, factions destroyed, people are being swayed. Cool. And with that, we're a pretty centralized state. Now, what's that going to mean for successions? So, Leto is going to take Holland, Zeeland, and Holland. I'm going to get Frisia... Oh, I get two counties, Brugge and Trondheim. Yeah, we need to get rid of Trondheim, give that to somebody else, and then hopefully we can keep more of Holland or Flanders. I was gone building a toy for my toddler. Did I ever figure out how to fix the culture thing? I did, yes. So we are now Norse. And before we go any further, let's save the frickin' game. And yes, we'll allow cloud saves again. Resume. Why is the Pope in Brittany? I don't know why the Pope's in Brittany. What happened to France? I happened to France. What do I think? Best place to start for new people who have no experience with CK franchise? Ireland. Just do the Irish tutorial and keep playing. Because the tutorial will get you like 2 or 3 counties and then just keep on playing that same save until you've unified the whole of Ireland. And at that point you should know enough about the game to go out and play as other nations. Or continue playing. Like, playing as a consolidated Ireland is really good fun. I spent a good few hours doing that myself. Fenrir, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Oh, Oldenburg. So I have Trondheim and Oldenburg to give away. See, I would really like to give Trondheim to somebody religious, but because we have no lay theologians, I can't give it to, for example, you. So that's going to have to go to somebody else. Duke Roger is not a powerful vassal? What? You're a duke! Count Gotland is stronger. How the hell is that calculated? And so is this mayor. I hope Republic's the next content expansion. I suspect they probably will be. What are my ambitions now? To survive. And see if we can get to the next generation, then we'll probably decide. Because that will really depend on how much of our realm is left intact. And how much consolidation we need to do. At least we've done the reorganization. Like, it should be an easier job now. Also, we could do with money. So raiding would not be remiss. And I would also quite like to go after Sweden. Although Österreich is actually spreading in a few places. And so is Catholicism. What? Joshua Minusko? Sweden's been taken over by a Finn. Well, actually an Estonian. And that's left you with a rather small army at the moment. That's interesting. Anyway, I'm currently at war with Vermandois to try and fight for Anjou. So we should probably do that because they did come to my assistance. So let's move on down here. Use the mercenaries while we have them available. Whoa, we're on speed 5. Let's not do speed 5. Don't need that right now. Did I bribe you? I'm pretty sure I did. Yeah, we just need to finish that sway. Get the extra relations with you. Do my kids all have a tutor? That is a very good question. Yes. And we also have some prisoners to deal with. So a bunch of you are going to die in jail because you hate me. Some of you I care rather less about. So you, for example, I'm happy to let go. Especially if you're willing to pay me. Wow, that's a lot of money. Why are you worth so much? You're not someone I've stripped of territories. Okay. Class. Not worth anything. Actually, before we do that, let's just double check. Yeah, you have nothing particularly against me. And you're not an amazing fighter, so I'll just let you go. Then we've got you. You're not that pissed off with me. Unfortunately, just letting you go reduces my dread, and I don't actually want to do that. Which I realised happened when I released the other guy. So if you're willing to pay me money, I'll let you go. If you don't care about my stealing your titles, I'll allow it. Otherwise, absolutely not. Yeah, unlike these guys who are like, revoked my title! And you're like, no, you're going to burn in jail. Have fun with that! Greetings, Odium Infinitus. Good deal. Shouldn't I have a better spy master? I don't know if there's anyone better. Oh, there is. Yeoman of Hampshire. Yes, I should. And you would actually be easier to keep happy. First things first. Convert. Good. Now, let's bring you in as the spy master to keep me alive. And then you, I can give Trondelag to. Or Oldenburg. Let's give you Oldenburg. Okay, then we need one more in Trondelag. Probably whoever is up there should be a good fighter. So let's sort the court. I'm thinking Harold. And there we go. Okay. We have now given out all the titles I want to give out. I'm going to maintain control of that holding. You can now start, I think, doing this. Boom! 7 out of 7. Perfect! We can now actually legally manage all of the territories that I'm currently trying to manage. Marvellous. Alright, we're at war with Amiens, and that's actually their capital. So let's go to war. Right now, Anjou is losing pretty heavily. And they do have some pretty large armies marching north. Oh, no, they turned around. Architectural expertise, that gives you extra stewardship. Jolly good. I have been overwhelmed by stress. Because Silver Knight just died. Drank himself to death. So now we've got Hakon Silver Knightson in charge of Sealand. Oh, Sealand's actually managed to expand some more. Cool. I'm pleased about that. How's Gotland doing? Gotland's being very quiet. Well, we can't have everything. Oh! You know what? Having a Suenusko in charge of Sweden means that basically all of that's going to be super disloyal to him. So he's very likely to have people rising up. And then how is the technology going? We are almost done with Onaga. Almost. So close, and yet so far. And are my councillors all doing something useful is the next question. You are doing domestic affairs. That seems reasonable. You're integrating. You're doing culture. And you, I think, are converting. Yes. Yes, you are. Good. How did I avoid the Swedish culture thing? No. we had to edit the game files to make it so you had to own less than 80% of all Norse culture. We made it so you own less than 1% of all Norse culture. Because it's not a event the AI gets, it's just a player event. Stewardship perk done. And there we go, Administrator. Boom. So that's just bumped up my own stewardship some more. And Vassal Opinion +5. Which is exceptionally nice. And also some more diplomacy. So, do we want to try and get Architect? Is there any reason to do this? Like, building construction time is completely pointless. That's just a straight up domain limit. Okay. Popular opinion. Yeah, you know what? We will finish this one off. So we're going to have another stress break at some point, probably. How long until they expire? A couple of days. So what we're going to need is for you to hurry up and take this city, so that I can move you north before their contract expires. Which we're failing. Oh, we got there the day before. Ha! Took over. Brilliant. That's a large army running around down here. Oh yes, I don't need to be swaying that guy anymore. So who doesn't like us very much? You don't. You definitely need to be swayed. 100%, so I get the church supporting us with their money and levies. So what's this war over? Liberty. So this is Anjou trying to get independent from Francia? Oh no, this is Vermandois trying to get independence from Anjou. Yep. Which actually I'm not that against. It'll weaken my ally. But it also means that France gets even more divided. And I'm kind of okay with that. I mean, I've done my bit. I've taken their capital. So that war is going to last a bit longer now. And we can't raid while we're at war. We could send the armies home and just let them reinforce. They're fully reinforced. Okay, we don't need to do that. Let's just get some combat experience. Try and keep Anjou strong while we're allied to them.